Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, you guys see the title, we are jumping into a whole bunch of Boxycharm April spoilers, including the choice items. When you are seeing this video, choice is already live, so make sure you've signed into your account to be able to check out what your choices will be. There have been some changes to spoiler choice as well, so we're going to go into the spoilers, the choice items, how choice works, and a whole bunch of other details. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into all of the currently known April Boxycharm for multiple tiers spoilers, stay tuned. Okay, so first I'm just going to talk about choice in general. Now, you guys know every single month you can go in and you get to pick some of your items. Ipsy does it where you get to pick like 3 or 4 items. FABFITFUN does it where you get to pick like 5 of your 8 items. Boxycharm is finally expanding their choice. So premium subscribers from now on will get to choose 2 of their items while base still only gets to pick 1, 2 out of 7 or 8 versus 1 out of 5. So that's actually a pretty good percentage. The items this month are actually quite exciting. We're going to do base first. So the first item is from Touch and Soul. This is the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. Now, I have used several of the Touch and Soul primers in the past. I have said this many, many times, but the No Pore Blum primer is one of the best pore blurring primers there has been. I've tried the Glassy Skin from Touch and Soul as well, which does make your skin feel very, very hydrated. So I've yet to find a product from their line that I haven't liked. So I am excited to get it. I will give you guys the disclaimer now. I'm going to go over my thoughts and feelings on the spoilers here, but I would like to remind you I do get my boxes in PR, so I don't actually get to make choices. So I might say I'm not excited for something here, and then it'll come in my box. I'm still going to potentially, depending on what the product is, try it. There are certain items when they come, I know I'm not going to want them, so I do put them right into a giveaway. But if it's a product I might not be excited for, but I get it, I will still try it and let you guys know my thoughts and feelings on it wherever possible. The second item for choice is from Earth Harbor. It is the Superfood Luminescence Ampule. Now, we did get a product from this brand in the last month, and I was a big fan of it. It's a product I had used before. Before Bella Skinbox closed their doors, they had sent one of the Earth Harbor products, and I loved it. It had lapis in it. It had blue tansy in it, which are just beautiful ingredients for balancing the skin. Herbivore has a blue tansy oil that I also really like. It's just one of those ingredients that my skin really likes. So I am a very big fan of the brand. It is a very natural style brand. As I've said in the past, there is a big difference between clean and natural. Not all natural ingredients are clean. Keep in mind arsenic is natural, but that is toxic. And there's a lot of ingredients that are synthesized and made artificially in a lab, but they are perfectly good for your skin. So do understand that clean doesn't always mean natural and vice versa. So this is a more natural line. With a natural line, you do get more like natural ingredients, but the trade-off is sometimes you will have less efficacious or effective ingredients within the formulas. Now, this is a brand that I think does natural very well. There are some that I'll be a little shady and say don't, but this is one of those brands where I will be happy to try anything that they make. And the last item is from Studio Makeup. It comes in 4 shades and it is a tinted moisturizer. When it comes to tinted moisturizers, I am very, very particular. I want SPF in there. I want lightweight coverage, but I want it to be buildable enough that if I want more coverage out of it, I can. My favorite, you guys know, is the Beauty For Real MVP. It comes with a full coverage concealer in the cap, and then underneath is the tinted moisturizer. I'm wearing this today in the shade Medium 1. It comes in 6 different shades, and I'm a huge fan of it, so I am very, very critical when it comes to tinted moisturizers. Because this one is so beautiful, I very rarely like other ones. So if I do get this, I will put it to the test. I will give you guys the full details. But from a shade range perspective, I do think of the 4 shades, it doesn't go quite as dark as I would like. Beauty For Reals goes much darker, so I'm more inclined to have something with more of an inclusive shade range personally, but I'm still excited to try it out. And now for premium choice, there's a lot more products here because you have 2 different choices. So the first is going to be a choice between the Iconic London palette. Now, this is a palette we have received before. I don't know where mine is. It's somewhere in the mess of palettes in my closet I need to organize. But I will be honest, I don't love the formula. I found them to be powdery and a little patchy. On the mattes and when it came to shimmers, I think they didn't really pack enough of a punch. You guys see when it comes to a shimmer eyeshadow, I want bold, I want intense, and I want high shine. And the Iconic London one didn't go for me. Fortunately, in the choice that is going up against the Wander Beauty Do Not Disturb Repair Concentrate, I mentioned that in a skincare video I did last week up here, which I had no idea this was a spoiler at the time. I love this product. I gave it rave reviews in that video. I have been using it for months. It is beautiful. It is a retinoid product, so it is very anti-aging. I will say is if you are not currently using retinols or retinoids, I would use it once a week and build up your tolerance to retinol, because if you go into a retinol too quickly, you can cause your skin to flake, get red, break out, or even just start peeling. So you really want to be careful when you're starting a new retinol or retinoid product. Ease your way into it. And don't mix with vitamin C. If you're using a retinol, skip the vitamin C and vice versa. They're just going to cause your skin to be extra sensitive. Because these are going against each other, I'm going to say with 100% confidence, the best pick out of that line is going to be the Wander Beauty Cream. So much better than the Iconic London palette. It shouldn't even be in the same category. Go for the skincare. It is so much better. And there are 3 products going against each other in the other line. The first is a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I am putting them on the screen so you'll be able to see it. The colors are beautiful. I have been raving about the Natasha Denona formula for years. It is such a beautiful formula. The mattes are super buttery, smooth, and blendable. The metallics are super vibrant, and the shimmers just give you this most beautiful ethereal glow. I'm obsessed, and the fact that this one has this taupey, brownie purple shimmer shade is super duochrome, and I'm definitely here for it. I have so many Natasha Denona of the little 5 shade palettes. I will never say no to another one. Now, this is going up against the Natasha Denona concealer. The concealer itself is meant to be a trans matte, so it's not quite matte, it's not quite satin. It dries down smooth, but it's not going to give you a lot of glow. Those are typically the concealers I like. From a coverage standpoint, this is more of a medium to full coverage concealer. If I'm going for a concealer, I typically like more of a full coverage, but lately I've been really letting my skin breathe, so I'm not going quite as intense on the concealer on my under eye. So I'm definitely excited to try it if I was to get this. And the last is the blush from NARS. I have several of these. I showed my Z palette on camera probably 2 weeks ago, and I have like a dozen of these pressed powder blushes and highlighters and bronzers from NARS from my freelance days. I love the formulas. They give you this effortless glow to the cheek. But right now I'm currently loving the blushes I'm loving, which are the Patrick Ta. This is the She's Seductive blush, as well as this is the Amber palette from Aether Beauty. I'm actually mixing the Patrick Ta blush with this one today, and I think it just gives me this really beautiful glow from within color. I did take a little highlighter on top. So when it comes to NARS, they're a very shimmery blush. So if you are like me, it could potentially accentuate the texture on your skin. So I would be careful, but the formula is beautiful. Now, if I was to look at these choice items and try and decide what I would pick, it's definitely one of the 2 Natasha Denona products. I can say I don't need more blushes. I like the ones I have, and I have a lot. Looking between the palette and the concealer, on camera, when I'm doing an unboxing, I always prefer to have a palette because I feel like it's really easy to see if a palette does well on camera. You see if it blends, you see if it is opaque, you see if it's pretty, or you don't. With a concealer, there's a little bit more that goes into it, and wear test and all of our skin is different. So from an unboxing perspective, I'm really hoping that I get the palette. But if I was doing choice and I wasn't filming it, and I was just doing it to do it, I would pick the concealer because I love trying new products when it comes to complexion, because like I'm really into skin. You guys know that I want my skin to look as flawless as humanly possible. So if I had to pick, I would probably pick the concealer, but secretly, not so secretly, because I film my unboxings, I'm hoping I get the palette because I would love to do a few eye looks. Last time I got a Natasha Denona palette from Boxycharm, I think I did 4 tutorials because you guys kept just asking for more and more. And I love when I can get a 5-shade palette and show you guys 5 to 6 different looks out of the exact same palette. I find that exciting. I don't know about you guys, but that's something I enjoy doing. Like I said in the intro, choice is already open. So if you are looking to make your selections, go and do it right now. Do it while you can, because you guys know this stuff does sell out really quickly. It is limited quantity, so you want to get there while you can. Let me know your thoughts on all of the items down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.